Well, at this time of year, we may all be looking forward to the Kentucky Derby, but we're also just 8 months away for the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland. Welcome back inside our TVG studios. Joaquin Jaime, Matt Carruthers, Rich Perloff with you. And over the past 31 years, 10 different racetracks have played host to the Breeders' Cup. And later on this year, on October 30th and 31st, Keeneland will add their name to the list for the first time in Lexington, Kentucky, playing host to the year-end championships. And for much more on that, we bring in the president and CEO of the Breeders' Cup. That is Craig Fravel. And Craig, tickets for the Breeders' Cup are going to go on sale pretty soon here, coming up on March 4th. Have tickets ever gone on sale this early?
Well, they certainly haven't in the 3 years, 3.5 or 4 years I've been here. So this is kind of a first for us. We really wanted to get a jump on it this year.
And how many tickets are going to be available for the general public?
There'll be about 25,000 tickets. About half the total available inventory will go on sale next Wednesday.
Is that 25,000 reserved, Craig, or is that including general admission?
No, that includes about 10,000 general admission walk-up kind of things, although we're not going to have walk-up sales. We're going to try to sell everything we can in advance of the event.
Craig, happy birthday to you.
Yes, happy
By the way,
birthday.
we were told it's your birthday today, so wow, what a way to spend your birthday, chatting with the three of us. Pretty exciting for you.
I'd rather do. I can't think of anything I'd rather do on my birthday.
Oh, tongue firmly planted. You know, Joaquin was talking about Keeneland's and have it for the first time. Kentucky is considered the mecca of horse racing, and no city loves racing more than Lexington. I think people, people outside of Kentucky don't realize that Louisville and Lexington have a little bit of a rivalry. And 8 of the 31 Breeders' Cups have been at Churchill Downs. Now Keeneland has their first. They got to be really, really excited in the city of Lexington.
Well, I can tell you that the town of Lexington, the whole central Kentucky region, is incredibly excited about the Breeders' Cup coming here. We've had, incredible support from the governor, from the mayor, and, even our friends at Churchill Downs have said how enthusiastic they are about holding the event at Keeneland. They thought it was a great idea. And, we're just looking forward to doing it and pulling it off. We've already put a lot of work in, and so getting to see some people actually have some tickets in their hands is going to be a really great experience for us.
And Craig, for the people that have not been to Keeneland, like me, like Rich Perloff, what makes Keeneland so special of a place to be hosting the Breeders' Cup, and what makes it different from any of the other racetracks?
Well, Keeneland obviously is a bit smaller than some of the venues that we've gone to, but interestingly enough, we're going to have about 10,000 really high-end luxury chalets that'll be constructed just for the event. So those will be up and down the home stretch and at the top of the stretch, and some just terrific views of racing. We set some up for test purposes during the Keeneland Spring Meet, and we're going to have a few more, or Keeneland Fall Meet, and we're going to have a few more up for the Keeneland Spring Meet. So there's going to be just a lot of great places for people to sit, enjoy the races. And, one thing you don't have to do around here is have people learn about horse racing. So to have that kind of inspired crowd is really important to us.
And Craig, you touched on it a little bit, but what sort of investments has Keeneland made for the Breeders' Cup coming this year, later in October?
Well, as I said earlier, Keeneland dipped into their own pockets to put up a few test facilities last fall and again this spring. And overall, the investment in temporary facilities is going to top $5 million when we get done for the year.
Wow. And Craig, I'm guessing that selling tickets isn't going to be a problem. I mean, I've been at Keeneland a lot over the last 10 years. It can be 43 degrees on a Thursday, and it's a packed house there. I'm guessing this is...
You were there when it snowed.
It's usually not that... Yeah, I've been there when snowing in April. It's never really that hard to sell Breeders' Cup tickets, but I'm guessing in Kentucky, Central Kentucky, Lexington, Keeneland, this is going to be pretty easy.
Well, actually, the reason I was hired to come to the Breeders' Cup was to bring Southern California weather here for the event this year. But, we hope it's not hard to sell tickets, and if our early signups are any indication, the demand level is quite high. People are very.
I would think so.
I'll give you a little example. When we first made the announcement back last June, we put a spot on our website for people to, ask to be contacted, and we had well over 6,000 people just ask us to let them know when tickets were going to go on sale. So people were wanting to get the jump on it.
And Craig, you've been with the Breeders' Cup in your position since 2011. Why do you think it took so long for the Breeders' Cup to come to Keeneland in Lexington?
Well, I think partly it's a matter of confidence. The Keeneland does an amazing job in putting on the traditional race meets there, but sometimes to envision, changing the campus around and how it might respond to a crowd and the type of customer service that was required for a Breeders' Cup event, it took a little while for everybody to get their arms around it. And I think when the management team at Keeneland spent some time watching the event at Santa Anita, the confidence level in doing it grew and grew. And I've had confidence in them all along, but I think they really got the bit in their mouths and ready to go when they watched things at Santa Anita last year.
All right, Craig, we're going to let you go enjoy your birthday here in a second. But looking ahead, I know it's 2 years from now, but you're a guy who spent so much time at Del Mar, general manager, president there. I know you're all about 2015 right now. You got to be pretty excited at Del Mar's and have their first Breeders' Cup in 2017.
Well, I have to admit there are times I lie awake at night thinking about how cool it'll be at Del Mar, and it'll obviously be a different experience. We'll bring the Del Mar flavor to the Breeders' Cup. And, one thing I do know is everybody who comes is going to have an amazingly fun time. And the San Diego and the North County of San Diego are going to deliver things that people haven't seen before.
All right, we've been talking to Craig Fravel, the president and CEO of the Breeders' Cup. Craig, thank you so much for the time. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and enjoy your birthday.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks very much, guys. We really look forward to seeing you at Keeneland in October.
All right, Craig, thanks so much for the time. It's, I guess it's been said before that Keeneland, racing as it was meant to be, but they have never, ever hosted a Breeders' Cup, and that's all going to change later this year, Friday, October 30th, Saturday, October 31st, and tickets will go on sale Wednesday, March 4th, starting at noon Eastern. There's 2 ways you can purchase your Breeders' Cup tickets. You can go online to breederscup.com/tickets, or you can call 877-TICKETS-4CUP, 849-4287, and there is a limit of 6 tickets per order. You can find all the information you need at breederscup.com.